All right, guys, we're going to go over a quick video on how to answer questions 1 through 9 on the ELR DAR sheet. So you will only use the ELR and the DAR for today. So I'll explain those really quickly. Last class, we went over the ELR, which is the environmental lapse rate. It's the rate at which the temperature drops as you move up in the atmosphere. So if you're comparing two different elevations, or you are talking about going up or down from the mountains, you use the ELR. In the DAR, it's when air is rising. So sometimes you'll see the word parcel of air, a package of air that is going to rise up. And as it rises, it expands and cools off at the DAR. So for the first example here, you walk up a hill 800 meters. How much cooler will it be at the top? Since you're walking up, you're going to use the ELR. And then you would just take 800 divided by 100 and then multiply by 0.625. And if you do that out, 8 times 0.625 is going to be 5 degrees Celsius. For the next one, how much cooler will a parcel of air, again, like rising air, package of air, be after rising 800 meters? This time you're going to use the DAR because the air is rising and expanding. And so you're just going to take 800 divided by 100, and that's going to give you 8 degrees Celsius cooler. Okay, so I'm going to show you two examples that are very similar to the ones that you have on your paper. So this one is like number 5. All I did was change the numbers, so you'll kind of solve it the exact same way, right? So what is the temperature at 3,200 meters if it's 20 degrees Celsius at 400 meters? So I like to draw a little mountain, and then I'm going to label my elevations on one side and my temperatures on the other. So at 400 meters, here it is 20 degrees Celsius. And then I'm going to go up to 3,200 meters, and it's asking what's the temperature up here. Okay, so the first thing I need to do here is look at what is my change in elevation. So I'm going to take the difference between 3,200 and 400, and I'm going to get that is 2,800 meters. So that's how much the change in elevation is going to be. And then I need to decide, well, what rate is the temperature going to change at? And since I'm comparing two different elevations, I could start at 400 and go up to 3,200. And when I do that, I'm going to use the ELR. And the ELR is going to be, again, 0.625 degrees Celsius for every 100 meters. So I'm going to take that 2,800, and I'm going to divide by 100, which is going to give me 28, and then I'm going to multiply that times 0.625, because every 100 meters I go up, the temperature drops by 0.625. So if I go up 28 of those increments, then I'm going to multiply that times 0.625, and I'm going to get 17.5 degrees Celsius. That is not my temperature. That is simply how much the temperature is going to change. I started at 20 degrees, and it went down by 17.5. So I'm going to do 20 minus 17.5, and that's going to be 2.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, check my work, and I got the right answer. Okay, let's look at another one real quick. So this one is a lot like number 8. Again, all I did was change the numbers. So when you see that word parcel, that's kind of a dead giveaway that the air is going to be rising. Okay, and when you see air rising, DAR in this case, so air rising, it really stands for adiabatic rate, but we can think of it as air rising. And the DAR is 1 degree Celsius for every 100 meters. So the temperature was 19 degrees Celsius, that's a 19, down here, and then the air rose up, and when it gets to 1,050 meters, and we're going to assume it started at 0 meters, then it's saying, well, what's the temperature going to be here? Okay, so for this one, it's pretty easy to see the change in elevation. It's 1,050 divided by 100 meters, and that's going to give me 10.5 10.5. And then because the temperature was 19 to start and it's going up and rising, it's cooling off. So I'm going to have 19 minus 10.5, and that's going to give me 8.5 degrees Celsius at that point right there. Okay, so hopefully you can use that to guide you in how you answer questions 1 through 9, but we will revisit this when I am back. Okay, good luck.